Hi, good morning, students. The other day we looked at a binomial theorem. We solved one example, two of us, and today we are still going to look at binomial theorem to solve more examples. Is that clear? Examples like fraction, assuming we have 1.002 all in bracket raised to the powers of either 4, 5, or any kind. Is that clear? Okay. Now, let's look at this example. Example 1. Example 1. Use binomial theorem. Binomial theorem to expand 1.002 all in bracket raised to the powers of 5. Amen. Okay. I know very well that to expand this is impossible. But let me prove you wrong. Is that clear? I'm going to prove you wrong. Let's write solution. Yes, in our other video or class, we know that we make use of binomial formula, two of us, to expand a given bracket. But today's example looks different. Two of us. It's true. The other day we look at something like this: x plus y all in bracket raised to power 5. But today we are looking at 1.002 all in bracket raised to the powers of 5. So, in binomial theorem, the formula is of this form: a plus b raised to the powers of n. Is that clear? Two of us. So, but I'm going to prove you wrong that we can expand this using this same formula. It means this is equals to a raised to the powers of n plus n a raised to the powers of n minus 1 times b plus n all in bracket n minus 1 times a raised to the powers of n minus 2 times b raised to the powers of 2 all over 2 factorial, two of us. Then plus n all in bracket n minus 1 times n minus 2 all over 3 factorial times a raised to the powers of n minus 3 times b raised to the powers of 3, isn't it? And plus we can still continue, depend on the number of n, that is the n that is there. Like this one, this example that we want to look at, you discover that it is raised to power 5, isn't it? So it will continue to n all in bracket n minus 1 times n minus 2 times n minus 3 all over 4 factorial times a raised to the powers of n minus 4, then b raised to the powers of 4, and plus, since it is raised to power 5 there, it will continue, it will stop here, n times n minus 1 times n minus 2 times n minus 3 times n minus 4. Are you following? Because it is raised to power 4. So you discover that it will stop n minus 4. So all over 5 factorial a raised to the powers of n minus 5, then b raised to the powers of 5. Is that clear? But supposing it continues, here is raised to power 6, it means we are going to put plus, it means here will now multiply n minus 4 times, only bracket, n minus 5 times a raised to the power of n minus 6, then times b raised to the power of 6. That is how it is. Is that clear? So now, I know you are asking, how are we going to solve, expand this bracket using this formula? I know you are saying it is impossible, but I'm going to prove you that it is possible. Okay, let's look at it. We know we don't have our first or second term here. Here we have our first term as A plus second term as what? B. But let me open your eyes. Amen? Let me open your eyes. Note that if we have 1.002, amen? If we want to transform it this way, agree with me that this is the same as 1 plus 002. It's the same as this. That is, we can put either point here or 1 plus 0.002 is the same thing as this. Is that clear? So you discover that I have transformed this in a way that we can use binomial theorem to expand this. Any question? Okay. So let us proceed. Is that clear? So it means just press your calculator. This one plus this will still give you back this. Amen? Okay. So let us look at this idiot. Let's solve it together. Okay? We are going to make use of this formula. Amen? Okay. So now here we write, instead of 1.002, we are going to write 1 plus 0.002, all in bracket, raised to the power of what? 5. So this implies that your first term, A, where A is equals to 1 and B is equals to 0.002. Are you seeing? It's okay. So let's solve it together so that you will not find it difficult. So in case you come across something like this, it is not difficult. Is that clear? Just follow me. It's okay. Our A here is A is 1, isn't it? Then our N, don't forget, our N, this is the power, which is what? N is equals to what is here? 5. Is that clear? So if you agree with me, our 1 raised to the powers of 5, is that clear? Plus what we have here, N. N is 5 times A is what? 1. Then raised to power N minus, this is 5 minus 1. Then our B is 0.002. Is that clear? So times 0.002. Amen? Okay? Plus the same thing, N is 5. All in bracket 5 minus 1. Then this is factorial, sorry. Then A is 1 raised to the powers of 5 minus 2. B is 0.002 raised to the powers of 2. Amen? Plus, don't forget the factorial. I told us in the other video that 2 factorial is the same thing as 2 times 1, 2 of us. So it's for the sake of Malians we are doing all these things. Is that clear? So that you won't be asking unnecessary questions. Is that okay? So now here we are done with this part. Is that clear? Let's look at this part. So here is 5 because your N is 5. All in bracket 5 minus 1. Is that clear? Then all in bracket 5 minus 2 all over, I told you the other time, 3 factorial is the same as 3 times 2 times 1. Is that clear? So here is 3 times 2 times 1. Then our A is 1. Is that clear? 1 raised to the power of 5 minus 3. And B is what? Is 0.002 raised to the power of 3. Plus, we look at this one, plus n is 5, all in bracket 5 minus 1, all in bracket 5 minus 2, all in bracket 5 minus 3. True or false? Then don't forget that your 4 factorial is equals to 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Please take note. Is that clear? So this is 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. And A is 1. 1 all in bracket raised to the n is 5 minus 4. And B is 0.002 raised to the powers of 4. And plus, please don't forget the factorial here, because if you don't include it in your solving, it means you are not going to arrive at the right answer, rather it will give you wrong answer. Is that clear? Please don't rush in solving this kind of problem. Just take your time to solve it, break it down, and it will help you. Is okay? So our n here is 5, then 5 minus 1, 5 minus 2, 5 minus 3, so 5 minus 4, all in bracket 1 raised to the powers of 5 minus 5, and our B is 0.002, all in bracket raised to the power 5, all over, 5 factorials mean 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Are you following? So please take notes. So here is 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Take note, here is raised to power 5. Okay, so let us still break it down for the sake of malleance to understand it better. Okay, 5 raised to 1, sorry, 1 raised to power 5. 1 raised to power 5 means 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. True or false? Okay, but you discover that you use 1 to multiply 1, 1, 1. It will still give you back 1. True or false? So I'm breaking it down because of, for the sake of malleance, so that the people will understand. Right clear? So 1 here will be 1 plus here we are going to have 5 times 5 minus 1 is what? 4. True or false? So 1 raised to the power of 4. So should we continue like this? Okay, for the sake of, let's break it down gradually. So this is times 0.002 plus 2 times 1 give us 2. True or false? Then 5 all in bracket 5 minus 1 4. Then all in bracket 1 raised to the 5 minus 2 3. So 1 raised to the power 3 all over 2 times 1 2. Amen. And plus this 5 minus 1 4. 5 minus 2 will give us what? 3. True or false? 3 all in bracket. Then 1 raised to the powers of, that is 5 raised to the power minus 3. That is 1 raised to the powers of 5 minus 3 will give us what? Will give us 2, isn't it? So 2 raised to the powers of 2, sorry, 1 raised to the powers of 2 times 0.002 all in bracket raised to the power 3 I told you that don't forget the factorial, which is this. So 3 times 2 times 1 will give us 6, two of us. Here will give us 6. Then plus 5, yes, I'm breaking it down for the sake of Malia so that you people will understand it better. Okay, 5 minus 1 will give us 4. Here will be 4. Then 5 minus 2 will give us 3. Then 5 minus 3 will give us what? 2. Amen? Then 1 raised to the power of 5 minus 1 is 1. So here is 1. It's not necessary you write it this way. It's not necessary. Is that clear? Here is 1. Then times 0.002 raised to the powers of 4 all over, don't forget the factorial which is here. 4 times 4 factorial will give us 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Are you following? So 4 times 3 will give us 12, isn't it? Then 12 times 2 will give us 24 times 1 is the same 24. Is that clear? So 24 plus, yes, let's look at this part, the final part. Here is 5. 5 minus 1, 4. 5 minus 2, 3. 5 minus 3 give us 2. Then 5 minus 4 will give us 1. Then 1 raised to the powers of 5 minus 5 is going to give us 1 raised to power 0. But that 1 raised to power 0 in mathematics is the same thing as 1. Two of us. So it's not necessary you write it. Times 0.002 raised to the powers of 5. I told you don't forget 5 factorial, which is what here. Divide by 5 times will give us 20, isn't it? Then 20 times 3 will give us what? 60. Two of us. Then 60 times 2 will give us 120. 120 times 1 is the same thing as 120. Is that clear? So I'm going to continue this problem in our next video. Please just follow me on YouTube. Thank you and God bless you.